everyone. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. I'm an instructor for this course. My name is Shahera Jannah. A little bit about me is that I did my master's and bachelor at City College. Do you know City College?
Yeah.
CCNY. I graduated from CCNY, and then currently I'm doing my PhD at Columbia. I did my bachelor on applied math, my master's on pure math, and I'm doing my PhD on math education. Do you know what is math education? It's like learning math, how to teach math. It's like teaching field. So in the teaching field, I'm kind of new, but so far I taught City College. I'm teaching at Baruch College, Hunter College, and I also taught at Mercy University. So currently I'm teaching Baruch and Hunter. So I move around to campuses. And what else? The meaning of my name is the most famous paradise, which is cool. That's why I love my name. Okay, so about this class, most of the materials we are going to see in this class will be on Brightspace. To access the Brightspace, you have to go to the CUNY.edu. This is the main page of CUNY.edu. In there, you click on login to access the Brightspace. You log into Brightspace, and I already logged in, so it's directly taking me here. But when you log in for the first time, you have to insert some type of code. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
So they did two-step verification. You cannot just log in directly. You have to verify that it's you. So it's connected with your phone. And if you don't have a smartphone, then you can get a token from them. The token is something like this. I got it from Hunter, which is cool. So I think you can use the phone, you can use the token. I have both under my name. Whatever is easier, I use that. So when you go to Brightspace, depending on how many classes you registered, you'll see that many courses. So for my case, this semester I'm teaching 5 classes. So I see 5 of them. Your class will be, they have all 23. Oh, sorry, this is spring, my bad. Fall is here. So,
Yeah, it's that one.
Our class is JTFB. So every class has their own symbol, some letters, some thing. So you click on JTFB. I didn't put much material yet from my side, but the department put so many things. For example, they put some announcement. In the announcement, they tell you how do you access MyMathLab. You need the MyMathLab to access your homework and quizzes, online one. And also to access the ebook, they have direction here. You follow the direction to access MyMathLab. Please put away all of your phone and laptop. We have a class policy. There is no laptop or phone in class. You can use a tablet if you are using it to write on it. So if you go to under content on the top part, under content on the left side, it's small, let me make it bigger. You have many tabs, syllabus, course documents, MyMathLab, eText. So to access your ebook, this is the option. You click eText, and the department also put some final exam. So all of these are from department. I didn't put anything yet except for this one. The JTFB is from my side. To see our course syllabus, you click there, and then it will take you to the syllabus. It's too small. I'll make it bigger. Eventually, I'm going to put many stuff on Brightspace. I just didn't have time. Okay, So our class meets Tuesday and Friday. Till 25 to 2:05, 1 hour 40 minutes. And here is my name, Shahera Jannah. I prefer my Gmail to contact because I have it on my phone. So when you email me, I can see it. But if you email me in the Baruch email or the CUNY email, I cannot see it until I log into the computer, which I don't usually during the day. It's around nighttime. So if you want to connect with me instantly or as quickly as possible, please use the Gmail. For example, if you're running late or something happened, you can contact me on Gmail so I get the notification. Our officers is Friday after class. Sorry, after class I have another class. Never mind. Friday from 4 to 4:45. Because after class I have a class, another class. So I don't have time after class or before class. Before class I'm teaching another class. After class I'm teaching another class. So you guys are in the middle. 5 classes. 3 of them are teaching here, 3 of them are teaching at contact. So this semester is busy. Plus I'm going to take my own class. So I will be very busy. So if you don't get any reply from me instantly, know that I'm busy. Okay? Something happened. So during the office hour, you can talk about anything about your life, about math, about homework, anything you need help with, or anything, any complaint you want to discuss, you can complain to me during office hours. I will see if I'm available in the classroom, which I'm going to have after this class. Then you can meet me there. If not, then you have to go to our office room to meet. I'll let you know next week. The book we're going to use is this one. You don't have to buy the physical book because when you buy the My Method code, the book comes as an ebook. You don't need the loose leaf. You can buy the loose leaf, but you're just wasting your money. You don't need the loose leaf. What else we have? Homework. So you're going to have homework on every sections we are going to cover. I did not make this homework. They are made from the department. The online homework, online quizzes, everything made by the department. The only thing I have access is to my in-class quizzes and in-class exams. Okay, online homework, online quizzes, the final exam, everything is in the department. All the rules in this class comes from the department. So homework, you have unlimited attempts. You can try as many times as you want, you can try as many times as you like if you want to get 100%. Even if you get 85%, you can take the quizzes. In order to take the quizzes, you need at least 85%, I think, in the homework to take the quizzes. So definitely need at least 85, and then you definitely should go for 100% because if you have high score on the homework and quizzes, then you can have low score in the exam and you can still pass. There's a possibility of passing, even if you not feel like if you have around 60s in your in-class exams, but very high numbers on MyMathLab, you'll be fine. You can pass with a D, at least with a D. But if your goal is to get A or B, you definitely need to get MyMathLab as high as possible and do better on the in-class exams. Quizzes, you have 2 types of quizzes. One is in-class, one is MyMathLab. So for in-class quizzes, I would like to give you quiz on every class, but if I see we don't have much time, we have to finish the syllabus, then I will not give you the in-class quizzes. But definitely you have to take your MyMathLab quizzes. And quizzes have only 2 attempts. You cannot have unlimited time. It's times, like most likely most of the quizzes have 45 minutes time frame, and you have only 2 attempts to do it, to complete the quizzes. And the in-class quizzes. If I give you the quizzes, I'll tell you before. I'll tell you if I give you a quiz in the next class. I will tell you in the previous class that in the next class you're going to have a quiz. And the quiz will be at the beginning of the class, beginning 5 or 10 minutes, and it will be only 1 or 2 questions. If I give you 1 question, I'll give you 5 minutes to do it. If I give you 2 questions, you have 10 minutes to do it. It's the beginning of the class, okay? So be on time. Don't be late. If you're late, you cannot take the quizzes. So definitely be here on time. Exam, we have 3 in-class exams and 1 final exam. The final exam is cumulative, means whatever you're going to learn from today until the last of the class, everything will be in the final. So you have to keep refreshing your memory throughout the semester. But the in-class exam, they're not cumulative. They're depending on the materials we cover from one exam to another exam. What else we have? The final exam is December 16, 8 a.m. in the morning, not 12:25. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and the classroom will be not here. It will be somewhere else because I have same two class, so they're going to combine all those students into classes and put you in a big lecture hall. To pass this class, there are two requirements. One is pass the final exam with at least 50%. It means from out of 30 questions, you have to get 50 questions correct, 15. Final exam is 30 questions, you get 15 questions correct. Show them that you know your materials to move on to the next level. If you cannot get at least 15 out of 30 questions, that means you're not ready for the next level. So you're going to fail the class. Once you pass the final exam with at least 50%, then you average class, the course average has to be 60 or above. 60 means D and 70 means C, those things, okay? So to pass, two requirements, 50 in the final, at least 50 in the final, and at least 60 in the class. There will be no makeup. So don't ask me for any makeup, don't be late. If you're late, then you're going to get 0. Unless it's life and death situation, something like that. And don't get caught in the cheating. Okay. If you want to cheat, you have to cheat in such a way so that no one can tell you, no one can see you, right? But here I'm actually very picky. I look at everyone very with sharp eyes. So don't try to cheat. If you cheat and get caught, you're going to get 0 on the exam, regardless of how much you finished. Before you get caught, you get 0 on the entire exam. And if you keep cheating and keep getting caught, you're going to get F in the class. It's not my rule, it's the departmental rule. But I like it. Good. Attendance is required. You can have 4 excused absences. It means with or without any reason, you're allowed to be absent for 4 days. After 4 days, every absence will be counted. Your attendance, including the quizzes, are 9% of the grade. So the more you're going to be absent, the more you're losing points from your 9%. Calculators, there are only one type of calculator is allowed, which is scientific. As long as your calculator has a log function and a power function, you can use it. You don't need anything fancy in this class. And you cannot use a graphing calculator, you just need scientific one. The grading policy, the quizzes, in-class quiz, MyMathLab quiz, and attendance, all 3 things, 9%. Your MyMathLab homework alone is 10%. The 3 in-class exam is 51%, and finally the final exam is 30%. All of them together 100%. So the more you lose, the more you're going to lose from all these points. I mean, the more you get absent, the more you're going to lose these points. So if you're absent, if you're late, that means you're losing your quiz score plus the attendance score. And at the end of the semester, if you pass this class, then this is the table I'm going to use to assign you your letter grade. You see, below 60 is F, so you have to get 50 in the finals, at least 60 in class, then you can pass, and then you have all the letter grades. If you have any type of disability, like learning disability or some type of disability, even if it's not visible, it's fine. We have accessibility center on the 2nd floor of this building. Go to the 2nd floor of this building, look for accessibility disability center, talk to them, they'll talk with you, and then they'll see if you really have some things that you need help with, and they'll give you a card or something. And if you register with them, they'll email me saying that, hey, these students need more time during the exam. So you're going to take the exam with them. They'll give you lots of time. Like if you take the exam here for 1 hour, they'll give you the exam 1.5 hours. Or if you need double time, they'll give you 2 hours to do the exam. And another good thing is that for MyMathLab quizzes, you get extra time, the MyMathLab quizzes also. The only place where you cannot get extra time is in class quizzes. It's only 5 or 10 minutes. I cannot give you 20 minutes for that. It's everyone else. Academic integrity. Basically, don't cheat with any form. If you need extra help, definitely go to the SEC. SEC is the second floor again. Second floor of this building. It's a tutoring center. You have one-to-one tutoring. Definitely take the advantage of that opportunities. If you talk with someone one-to-one, or even if as a group, it actually helps a lot. As long as you don't teach it, okay? It helps a lot. And then these are the most important dates for this semester. We have two weird dates. One of them is Friday. You're supposed to come here on October 24, but you're not going to come here. You're going to go to your Monday classes. Another one is somewhere here. Here. October 14 and October 24. Oh, 10 days apart. So October, there are 2 days you're not going to do. One Tuesday and one Friday. You're going to go to your Monday classes. Our final exam is December 16, Tuesday. And then any day we don't have classes, these are listed here. And these are the list of topics we're going to cover in this class. They are a lot. We're going to cover 1 or 2 sections from 358, 4 sections from 10, and then entire chapter 11, 12, and then a little bit of chapter 13. They are a lot. Any question? Comments? Concern? Complain?
Do we have work to do on Friday? I'm saying like in between
Yeah.
today and Friday.
So homework. I'm going to assign you homework every week, and the homework will do every Tuesday midnight. So whatever we do Tuesday and Friday, we are going to do them throughout the week, from Tuesday to next Tuesday. Finish them, and then the deadline will be Tuesday midnight. So whatever you do on Friday, you have to do the homework on the weekend. Whatever you do on Tuesday, you can do the homework from one Tuesday to another Tuesday. Any other questions?
It's all online.
Yeah, the syllabus is online.
So everything's online.
The homework is online, and the quiz is also online. Go ahead.
For different quizzes in class, when you said if you like to do it like every class, does that mean that if we have a quiz on Tuesday, for example, then the Friday of the same week we would have again the quiz?
That is my plan, to give you quiz every day, beginning of the class for 5 minutes, with one question. Like whatever you learned in last class, I want to test you whether do you remember or not. Okay, so one question quiz. No problem. I told you what MyMathLab, right? To access the MyMathLab or to buy MyMathLab, you can simply click on the homework tab. It will take you to MyMathLab here, and then click on MyMathLab from here. If you didn't use MyMathLab before, then they will actually tell you, hey, register here, sign up or sign in, whatever, do it here. And then they'll ask you for your credit card information and everything. So once you register, you get 2 weeks free trial period. It means in these 2 weeks, you don't have to pay. You can use MyMathLab for free, but you should buy it because the code doesn't come through email. It comes through postal mail. So they will post you through the postal mail at your home, and it takes at least 7 to 10 business days. That's why they give you 14 days free trial. So you can order, and then you can, meanwhile, before you get the code, you can do the homework in there. Just follow the direction. And if you have any problem, look at here. Mhm. Mhm. it says if you bump into any type of problem about MyMathLab, he is the person you consult. He's our supervisor, so instead of emailing me, directly email to him. For example, you ordered and you didn't receive the code for a long time. Email him, tell him what's wrong. He will tell you, hey, call Pearson or something. Or if you have your code but it's not working for some reason, something problem, tell him. Email him whatever you need help with. Anything else? If you don't buy it through MyMathLab here, then you have to pay $200. But if you go through this website, then you have to pay only $100. It's not only, but compared to 200, it's only 100. Okay. It's expensive, but yeah, they got it.
About the textbook.
The textbook comes free. When you have access, you just click on e-text, and then they'll take you to the textbook here. So this is the textbook chapter by chapter. Well, let's sorry, not chapter, section by section. If you want to study any section, you just click on the section, and then it will take you to the ebook. And you can access the entire ebook from one tab. You don't have to go through. Why didn't register yet? Probably whatever that is. Any problem? Email me.
So that's when we like pay $100 and we get the textbooks through the math lab.
You don't need the physical book, but if you want, you can order. I think you have to pay more. Something like that. I don't know. But do you guys even use physical book? Be honest.
No.
I think I didn't use physical book for a long time. I didn't even remember like how physical book looks like anymore. The inside. I can see the outside, but the inside I forgot. Any other question? No? Can you guys straighten your row column? I have a surprise. You're going to take a surprise exam today. It will not be counted toward your grade. It's just for me to see how much you know. So clear your desk.
I need pen.
Yeah. Pen or pencil, anything is fine. Just for fun. I'll give you half an hour, like until 1:30, and then try as many questions as you know. You don't have to try everything, just as much as you know. Let me get the white page first. You don't have to look at your neighbor's paper. It's just for me to know how much you know. And it will not be counted for the exam. Sorry, toward the grade. It's just for fun. Enjoy. It's not for grade, right? So you have to worry about the grade. Enjoy. Take one, do one. Then you text the pin. And 2 pages, back and forth. But try as many as you can in half an hour. Please write your name on both paper, the exam and also the white one.
I use it.
No. That's easy read.
You can't read it. See, I know.
No. They used to have things, but now they're no more relevant. The extra is degree, and then the time is still 1:30. So today we're going to start 8.1 instead of 3. 8 after 8 and 3 they goes together. So I decided to start with easy stuff. 8 has easy stuff than section 3.7. No, 3.6. We're going to start our very first day with lines. We see lines everywhere, right? Lines are everywhere. Our pen is a line. Our pencil is a line. 3D. So we have lines everywhere. And we can write same line in 3 different ways. It's like our names. We have first name, last name, and some of us have middle name, nickname. Same one person, but you have so many names. Same thing, one line, but they have so many ways we can represent them. The first format is standard form. In standard form, we keep x and y together on one side and the constant on the other side. So we write x plus by equals c, a, b, they are coefficients of x and y. And all of these a, b, c are real numbers. They could be whole number, they could be fraction, they could be decimal, they could be anything as long as they're real. Did everybody sign in the sign-in sheet? Anybody did not sign in? Great. How many have you two? Yeah. The second format is called slope-intercept format. It's called slope-intercept because we get to the slope of the line and also the y-intercept. This format we write as y equals 10x plus b. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. The third format is point-slope format. It's called point-slope because we have a point in the line and also the slope. the point is the x1, y1, and the slope is the m. So we write as y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. I was keep telling you slope, slope, slope. What is slope? Slope is a slant line which measure the steepness of the line when you draw from the left side to the right side. In our real life, when you walk anywhere from left to the right, how you're moving, that's the slope. How steep your journey is, that's the slope. And if you have two lines, sorry, if you have 2 points, then you can just find the slope using the slope formula. The slope formula is y minus y1 divided by, sorry, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we have 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. In other words, what we are doing is we are measuring how much we have in the y distance and how much we have in the x distance. We divide the difference of the x, difference of the y's by difference of the x's. So we see how much we are moving horizontally, we divide it by how much we are moving vertically. So horizontal divided by vertical, whatever we have, that's the slope. One example, let's say you're given 2 points and they're asking us to find the slope that goes to the 2 points. So in that case, all you have to do is the formula and figure out. So we have slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. One of the point, let's say the first one is x1, y1, and the second point is x2, y2. So what is supposed to write? What minus what? 15 minus -3. So in that case, let me switch this. x2, y2, x1, y1. And then we have 12 minus 10. So you take one x from the first pair, subtract the other x from the second pair, and put it on the denominator. And do the same thing. Take one number on the y's from the one pair, and you subtract the other number of the y in the second pair. So you end up getting double negatives, which you're going to multiply. So if you multiply 2 negatives, what do they become? A positive. So we have 15 plus 3. And what is 12 minus 10? 2. And what is 15 plus 3? 18. So what is half of 18? 9. That means if you walk from one point to the other point, you have to walk with a steepness of 9. So I actually see some students, they don't remember their formula. So instead, what they did was they did practical things. They actually walked from one point to another point and figured out how much they walked, which is cool. So our first point is 15, 12. So we have 12 units here, 15 units there, somewhere here. And our next point is 10, 3. So 10 point here and negative 3 point here. So what they did, they counted. Oh, let's see how many we go. So from here to here, we have 12. And from here to here, we have 3. So total, they walked 15 units. Really? No, so this is 15 and this is 3. So total, they walked 18 units on the y direction. And then from this point on the x direction, we walked 22 units. 10 to 12. So answer is 9. So either you can use the formula, or if you don't remember your formula, no problem, walk from one point to another point. But when you walk, you have to be careful about your sign. So you're walking upward, so that means you're going 15 up, and you're going to the right side, so two right and 15 up. So both are positive direction, so you get positive slope. If you walk downside, then your slope would be negative. That tells us to the next. That takes us to the next slide. How many types of line we have? 4. We have increasing line, means when you walk from the left to the right, you're going upward. Basically, like you're climbing up the stairs. Decreasing line means you're climbing down the stairs. You're going down. Horizontal line. What type of line is horizontal line? Left to right straight. It's like flat surface, like the floor. We walk, most of the time we walk on a horizontal line, on a horizontal surface. And what type of line is vertical line? Up and down. Where do we go straight up and straight down? Did you ever go anywhere straight up and down? Elevator? Yes. See, we do. Actually, we don't walk, right? On elevator, we stand on the elevator. Did you walk straight up and down? Do you know why you walk straight up and down? Climbing mountains, right? On mountain, we don't climb increasing or decreasing order. We climb straight up, right? I never climbed it, but I just saw it. So like you're climbing straight up or straight down. So climbing up and down is vertical line. So in order to have a slope, there is one requirement. See here, we started our journey from this point and we walk to the right side, right? So you start from left and you have to go to the right. Here, you started from left and you walk to your right. You started from your left to walk to your right. But for a vertical line, can you start from your left and go to your right? No, right? If you start, you have to go straight up or down. So if you cannot walk from your left to the right, you cannot have a slope. In order to have a slope, you have a requirement. You have to walk from left to the right. So these 3 types of line, they have slope. Only this line, it doesn't have any slope. That takes us to the next slide. Next slide. What type of slope we have for each type of line? When you're climbing up, means increasing, you have a positive slope. For example, here, the 2 points you have, if you connect them with a straight line, you see you are going upward from left to the right. So your slope was 9, positive number. So when you go up, you are going in a positive direction, so your slope is positive. So you have an equation like y equals some type of positive number x plus some type of number c. Then you have second type of line, decreasing line. So when you are going on a negative direction, its slope is negative. So you have a line, something like y equals negative x, and then some type of constant. Could be positive, could be negative, could be 0, could be anything. So these 2 types of line, increasing and decreasing, in their equation, they have both x and y. Besides these 2 lines, the other 2 lines, they don't have 2 variables. They have only 1 variable. For a horizontal line, so we have only the y value. Y equals some type of number. It could be a positive number, could be a negative number, could be 0. Y equals a number, gives the horizontal line. And since you're not going up or down, you're going straight on a flat surface, so your slope is 0. So horizontal line has slope 0, increasing line has positive slope, decreasing line has negative slope. So these three types of line have three types of slope, and now comes the last line, vertical. Since you are going straight up and down, so it has x equals some number, because our x-axis is going straight up and down. Sorry, mind it. On the plane, this is a vertical line. It goes through only the x value 1. Here, this is a vertical line. It goes to the x value -2. So all those vertical lines, they go through only one number, that's the x value. So that's why every vertical line has x equals some number. Every horizontal line has y equals some number. Horizontal line has 0 slope, but what's the slope of a vertical line? I just told you, right? In order to have a slope, you have to walk from left to the right. So are you walking left to the right in a vertical line? So what's the slope? 0 is a number. No slope. Undefined. It doesn't exist. Undefined means doesn't exist. So vertical line doesn't have any slope. The slope doesn't exist. If we say 0, 0 is here. Horizontal line, slope is 0. The horizontal line has slope 0 and vertical line has slope undefined, means doesn't exist. So 4 types of line, 4 types of slope. Any question? Great. Let's see what they have next. Drawing line. We can draw line 3 different ways. The old school method is plot some points. So you pick some x value or y value. So for the other variable, plot them on the plane and connect them to a straight line. That's what you do. Let me skip that because this is most unreliable method. If you make a mistake here to solve for one variable, then you get a wrong number, the wrong question, the wrong points. Plus, when you plot them and when you draw them, maybe your line is straight. So this is baby method, okay? You guys become adults, so you have to know adult method. Let's get to the adult method. It is better than plotting some points. In this method, we find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So let's see. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. Now, x-intercept is the point where you cross the x-axis. So if you have a line this way, you're crossing x-axis through here. Let's say this is 1. Then your x-intercept is x equals 1. Okay. So x-intercept is when you're crossing the x-axis. If this is -2, you're crossing the y-axis through the y value -2. So you get a y-intercept, y equals -2. So wherever you're crossing, you get the name from there. If you cross the x-axis, you get x-intercept. If you cross the y-axis, you get the y-intercept. Now, let me ask you a question. Here, our y value is -1, right? Here, our y value is +1, right? Then exactly on the x-axis, what's the y value? Good. You guys are smart. Below the x-axis, if y is positive. So above the x-axis, y is positive. Below the x-axis, y is negative. That means exactly on the x-axis, y has to be 0, right? So every x-intercepts, we have x value a number, but our y value has to be 0, right? What's the name of these points? X value is 1, and what's the y value there? 0. So for every x-intercept, you get x equals a number, but your y is 0. Similarly, if I tell you that here we have x equals -1, x equals -2, here we have x equals +1, here we have x equals +2, then exactly on the y-axis, how much is your x? 0. On the left of the y-axis, all the numbers are negative for x. On the right of the x-axis, all the x numbers are, sorry, y-axis, all the x values are positive. That means exactly on the y-axis, your x has to be 0. So you're moving left, negative, positive, and you have to cross a 0. So, what's the name of this point? What's the x value there? 0. And what's the y value there? -2. So for every y-intercept, your x has to be 0. Every x-intercept, your y has to be 0. So whatever you are crossing, the other variable has to be 0. We use that concept and find the x and y-intercept from a given equation. If you're given an equation and you're finding the x-intercept, you get rid of the y by setting the y to be 0. And you only work with x, solve for x. So you get the x-axis. So you get the x-intercept. If you want to find the y-intercept, you cross out your x value or x-intercept. Sorry, you cross out your x term by setting x to be 0 and just solve for y. So x-intercept means no y, y-intercept means no x. So whatever you're finding, you get rid of the other term and solve for the variable. That's how you find the intercepts. And once you have x and y-intercept, connect them with a straight line. That's your graph. So let's do an example. We have 3x plus 5y equals 15. They want us to find three things: slope, x-intercept, y-intercept, and then graph it. Let's start with slope. Do you know what the format of this line? What's the name of the format? I told you three formats, right? Standard form, good. So in the standard form, do you see the slope?
No.
Is it given? Good. We don't see the slope. So you have a problem. What can you do so you can see it? So you can see the slope. Convert into the second format. Y equals mx plus b. If you convert the standard form into slope-intercept form, our life is easy. We get the slope here. And what's the b? Good, y-intercept. So if you try to solve 1, you actually get 2. So buy 1, get 1 free. So we have 3x plus 5y equals 15. Our goal is to get this y alone on the left side. What is our first step? Subtract 3x. So we get 5y equals -3x plus 15. I'm writing the x term first because the slope intercept has x term first, mx, and then the b. Is our y alone yet? So how can you get it alone now? Divide by 5. And do it individually because we need all the numbers individually. So we get y equals -3/5x plus what? 3. And now what is this? Slope. -3/5. No x. X is the variable, but slope is a number. And since we solved for slope, we also got something free. What did you get? y-intercept. It's y equals 3. So we got slope as well as the y-intercept. So slope is done, y-intercept is done. So what do we need now? X-intercept. So you go to the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, what do we do? Set y to be 0. Because we don't need the y. Set y 0. And then get the epsilon. Solve for x. 3x plus 5y equals 15. Set the y 0 means erase the entire y term. We don't need that. Y 0 means everything is 0 there. So what is left then? 3x equals 15. And now to get the epsilon, divide by 3. That tells us x is 5. See, whatever you're finding, get rid of the other variable, and your life is easy. And now to graph, all you have to do is plot those 2 points. X-axis, y-axis. X is 5, let's say somewhere here. So you plot the first point on the x-axis, and our y is 3. Let's say this is 3. You plot it here. And then what do? We draw a line connecting them. What type of line is it? So what type of slope we supposed to have? What type of slope do we have? See? Decreasing line, every decreasing line has to have the slope negative. If you have a decreasing line, the positive slope, that means something is wrong. Either you made the slope wrong or you drew the graph wrong. So in the exam, try to verify your work by comparing them. Any question? Great, let's see what we have next. Drawing the graph using third method, but not by not doing any math at all. So there is one way you can draw the graph without doing any type of math at all, just by plotting points. How? We can do that, but there is a problem. In order to use this method, our graph has to have, our line has to be in slope intercept format. If it's not in slope intercept format, then you cannot use this method. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the y-intercept. Our first point is the y-intercept. We're going to plot the y-intercept on the y-axis. And from the y-intercept, we are going to walk our slope. How do we walk the slope? There are two choices. Either you have slope positive on both directions, positive on the top, positive on the bottom. If you have both positive, remember, slope is y over x, right? Delta y over delta x, remember? Changing the y over changing the x. So if you have a positive on the top, it means you have a positive y. So where do you have positive y? On the upside or on the bottom side? On the upside. So if you have positive y, you have to go upward from the y-intercept. And then on the denominator, positive on the denominator means you have positive x. So where do you have positive x? On the left or on the right? On the right. That means you have to go on the right. So first you go up, and then from that up point, you go to the right. Or you have one of them is negative. Let's see, have negative a over b. Okay, so negative, and you can have negative only once. If you have double negative, it turns to positive. So double negative doesn't work. If you have negative only once, that negative either belongs to the numerator or it belongs to the denominator. It's up to you Where do you want to put the negative? Let me do it here. If you want to put the negative on the bottom, that means, so negative on the top, that means your bottom has to be positive, right? So if you have a negative on the bottom, it means negative y. So which direction is supposed to go? Down, because the y is negative on the downside. So you go downward. But your x is still positive. So which direction? Right. This is one choice. Or let's say, well, I don't want to do that. I want to make my negative on the bottom and put my positive on the numerator. So now you have positive on the top. Which direction? Up. Good. And you have negative on the denominator. Left. If you forget, try to relate that with the slope formula. It's y over x. So whatever we have on the top, they represent y. Plus y means up, minus y means down. Whatever we have on the denominator means x. So negative means left, positive means right. And now using this knowledge, without doing any type of math, we are going to draw this graph. What is this number? Y-intercept. So we are going to start our journey from the y-intercept. One, draw. This is x, this is y. So 1, 2, 3, we start our journey at the y-intercept. And now we are going to work our slope. So we have a negative number. And it's only one number, 5. But see, slope has to have two things, on the top and on the denominator. So below 5, what do we get? 1. So negative 5 over positive 1. So which direction we are moving? Down 5, and then right 1. So from the y-intercept, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down, you go 5 units down, and from that down, you go 1 unit right. 1 unit right. You can connect and you can draw the line. But let's say you are saying, well, 2 points are too less. Let me make another point. But I don't have enough space to go downward anymore. So if you want to get another point, you have to walk on the upper side. Can you walk on the upper side using your slope? Remember I said here, there are 2 ways you can walk your slope if you have a negative. Or if you have positive, it doesn't matter. So here you said, well, my negative is on the top and our denominator is positive. Or you can say, well, I want to put my numerator positive and denominator negative. They are the same thing, they are negative 5. But if you put numerator positive, now which direction you are going? Up. And denominator negative, left. So that means from your y-intercept, you're going 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up, and then 1 left here. So now you have your 3 points. You're happy, you connect them with a straight line. Which is hard for me without a ruler. Something like this. So what type of line we have? What type of slope we supposed to have? What is our slope here? See, negative 5 is supposed to draw it down a tracing line. Any question? One more question, and then you're going to leave. We have a concept called shifting. Without even plotting any points, we can draw lines just by comparing our line with the original line. So this is from your homework. It says, I'm giving you two lines. One is y equals 2x, and another one is y equals 2x plus 1. Draw them on the same plane. So first, you draw one of them, the original one, without in transformation, y equals 2x. On my MATLAB, probably the line will be given to you. So you don't have to draw it. They'll draw that up for you. Now, based on this line, you can draw this line without even plotting any points. No, without even doing any math, I should say. How? All you have to do is take your 2x and go 1 unit up. Plus 1 in the y direction, right? So y-intercept. So you're moving y-intercept 1 unit up. So this is our y-intercept here. If you move this y-intercept 1 unit up, it goes here. So if you move your y-intercept 1 unit up, all the other points, they are shifting 1 unit up. So this point here will go 1 unit up here. This point here will go 1 unit up here. So we're not doing any math, we're just shifting the entire graph 1 unit up, and you get a line just shifting everything 1 unit up. This is too small here, you don't see it. But on my method, you can zoom in so you can see it in bigger shape. So if you have a number here, plus means you are shifting upward. And if you have a minus here, it means you are shifting downward. So let's say they want you to graph also y equals 2x minus 5. It means you're taking your red line and shifting the entire things 5 units down. So this y-intercept goes here, this 5 goes here, this one goes 5 units down. So everything you have, all the line, all the points in the line, they will go 5 units to the left. So you're not left, what I'm saying, 5 units down. And you draw the line. This is called transformation. Means you are not doing any math, you're just transforming the original one based on the direction. And with this, we are done to discuss. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Friday, I'm going to give a quiz. And the quiz will be at the beginning of the class. And I'm going to ask one of these questions. Find the slope, x-intercept, y-intercept, and the log. It's not over here, but I'm going to. That is Friday. Next week. So this is 8.1. Start doing your homework on 8.1. The due date will be Tuesday midnight. Have a good day. It was nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you.
See you all again on Friday.
So I'm on the volleyball team here, and we have a relay tournament on Friday, and we leave at 9 a.m. So this is a paper that I'm not going to be here on Friday. So then, like here you have to put like assignments that I'm going to be missing, and then your signature.
Okay. So how many days, like how many times? You're
This
going
is
to
the whole,
miss.
like we have like regular like day and just like day games, but this is like one of our first tournaments